line. And I was really being watched, you know, as if there were these eyes in the mist. So good to see you. Bob. Oh, I'm afraid he's not coming. He's been seeing someone behind my back. It's so tacky. I'm sorry, but this has just happened. I found a letter. She called him Bobble. She had writing like a child and signed herself Cuddly Pan. He's never forgiven me for when I put a portrait of his genitals in my exhibition. Vigorous. And there was purple. Perhaps I should have called it something else, but I thought, why not just call it Bob Patterson's cock? That's what it is. He said, look at my balls, they're falling off. I said, it's impressionistic. It's a dream-like quality. Said I was trying to castrate him. I said, no wonder they call you Bobble. Your cock is like a... Anyway, man's a fool. It's freedom. Make a noise dress that, wouldn't it? God forgive me. Will ya come to Abyssinia, will you come? Bring your uncle band saucer and a bone. Mussolini will be there with his hairpins in the air. Will you come to Abyssinia, will you come?
You should be on the stage, Rose.
Not a bad bit of leg, Maggie.
Rosamund, where's your modesty? Is that not more like it?
Canvas, look. Right there, pagans, the two of you. Turn no more coney, Chrissy.
I've told you a dozen times that the battery's dead.
It is not. Went for me a while ago. This thing takes so Rosie.
Told you.
That old set's useless. Kate will have a battery back with her.
If it's the battery that's wrong.
Is Abyssinia in Africa, Aggie? Yes. Is there a war there? Yes, I told you that. But that's not where Father Jack was, is it? Father Jack was in Uganda. That's a different part of Africa, Rosie. You know that. Yes, I do. I know that.
Will you vote for David Larry? Will you vote? If you don't, we like Andy with his goat.
Uncle Ben from Mountain Pass has a word of something.
Will you vote for David Larry? Will you vote? I tell you something, Rosie. The pair of us should be on the stage.
The pair of us should be on the stage, Andy. What's that son of yours out there?
God knows, as long as it's quiet.
Looks like he's making something. Looks like a kite. Michael! That was the wrong thing to do. You'll have your hair, Chrissy.
Mine's like a wind bush. Will you wash it for me tonight, Maggie?
Are we off for a big dance somewhere?
After Pip Michael to bed, what about then?
On your man.
Pity there aren't some boys about to play with.
Now you're talking. Couldn't we all do with that?
Road, will ya?
Rosie, love, give me a hand with this. If we don't work a bit faster, we'll never get 2 dozen pairs finished this week.
Some kites he'll make.
Oh, the bilberries, Agnes. Just that bit too hard. We should have picked them a week ago.
Is that a purple stain on your gansy?
I know. You've only just begun when I fell into a bush. Look at my hands, all scrubbed with wires. For all the sympathy I got from Rosie. Nearly died laughing at me. How is she now? Is she still in bed?
Bed?
She wasn't feeling well. She came home to lie down. She's here, isn't she? Well, I haven't seen her. Have you?
No.
Well, when did she leave you? Hours ago. I don't know, almost immediately after we got to the old quarry.
And she went off by herself?
Yes. To come home? Well, that's what she said.
She's not in bed.
Oh, God. Where could she be?
Start at the beginning, Agnes. What exactly happened?
Nothing happened, nothing at all. We left her, when was it? Just after 1 o'clock.
That means she's been missing for over 3 hours.
We walked together, and I had my 2 buckets, and she had her.
Go on, go on.
And that's when she said she wasn't feeling well. I said not to bother about the bilbies, just to sit in the sun, and that's what she did.
For how long?
I don't know, 5, 10 minutes. And that's when I fell in the bush, and that's when she was laughing at me. And she said, oh, I've forgotten what she said. Something about a headache and her stomach being sick. Are you sure she's not in her bed?
And then what?
Oh, God, what's happened to our Rosie?
What direction did she go when she left you?
Direction?
Stop sniveling, Agnes. Did she go towards home?
I don't know. Maybe. Aggie!
She may have gone into the town.
No, she wouldn't have gone into town in her Wellingtons.
She was wearing her good shoes.
Are you sure?
Yes, and her brown cardigan. I said, you're some lady to go bilber picking with, and she said, I'm some tough, Aggie, and I'm some tough.
Had she a bottle of milk with her?
I think so, in one of her cans.
Had she any money with her?
Half a crown, that's all she has.
Danny Bradley.
What?
Danny Bradley, Luana up the back hill.
Oh, God, no.
What's this? What about the back hill?
She has some silly notion of that scamp, Bradley. She believes he's in love with